Welcome into another edition of the UWF Football Show. We're here with head coach Kaleb Nobles. First of all, congratulations. Week 1 is in the books. Your first game as a head coach. Your first game here at the University of West Florida as the head coach. 35-3, a win over Kentucky Wesleyan. Congrats on that. How are you feeling?
I'm great. I'm a little tired. I lost my voice a little bit from screaming from excitement, but I'm so blessed that we had a great opportunity to go out there and put a good product on the field and show everybody what we've kind of been working on since I got here in December. And so I wouldn't be able to do it without the players. It's all about the players. Obviously, I don't play any plays. And so just very excited at how they played last night and did a great job of their effort and just doing everything the right way.
Yeah, Friday night game, we had some thunderstorms and some weather roll through earlier in the day, and it's kind of like, okay, how's this going to work? Cleared up nicely for the game. I was impressed with the crowd because on a Friday night with rain, you know, are they going to show or not show? Both sides pretty well filled out. It was a great atmosphere.
No, it was awesome. It was an electric atmosphere, to be honest. Our guys were very excited. We had a lot of great fans, a lot of great people showing up. We knew, Friday night might be a little bit different with the high school games going on, but very excited how many people we had show up, and I know that'll keep happening moving forward.
Athletic Director Dave Scott told me on Thursday 600 students picked up tickets for the
Wow.
game. They were there. They had a good time. Let's dive into the first half highlights. Well, Coach, you can see the crowd here as you guys rolled out coming out of that tunnel, and then defensive stop, and then there's C.J. Wilson punching in the first TD.
Yeah, not only defensive stop, but obviously a great punt return by Virgil Lemons, 28-yard punt return to give us the ball on the 27-yard line. So anytime we get a chance to start the first drive with a turnover and a punt, we got a great chance. Then Virgil showing up again, had a great game. His first game as an Argo coming from North Carolina Pembroke. So great game with a punt return, a turnover. Got guys like John Giles, electric wide receivers that we know we try to recruit long bodies. I tried to play fast and make these guys feel the Florida humidity a little bit. So was very excited with how these guys performed, and then had a couple, hard count plays. We tried to get them to jump off sides and try to get free plays, and sometimes that results in passes. Sometimes that results in your quarterback running around and diving, and that shows you right there the ultra competitor that Pee Wee Jarrett is, and how great of a player he is, and how excited we are to.
Those were basketball moves almost.
Absolutely,
almost like a hesitation right there.
Absolutely.
This was their real big play, the only real big play of the first half, a little bit of a kind of misdirection, a little bit of a jet sweep, and it would set them up for a field goal. Nice defensive play here by Brandon Cross getting in there and breaking that up.
Yeah, great job by Brandon Cross. He's had unbelievable fall camp. We're real close to blocking this from John Giles off the edge, but I was really excited about how our guys responded. Obviously, they don't want to give up any field goals, points at all, but I was excited how they responded. They got us here with a good little pressure. We have one guy with his eyes in the wrong place, and so obviously we're trying to eliminate that type of stuff. Just, those are early errors that we're trying to get rid of, but excited that we at least got the ball off, didn't take a sack, and able to keep moving.
Most exciting short yard or negative play you'll see in a long time.
Absolutely. Anytime you can throw it with your opposite hand.
Great throw here, Pee Wee Fine in the middle of the field to KJ.
No, great job of him just kind of going through his read. We had a boundary shot taken, and then they left the middle open. And then we had a hole. I know everybody was stressing about the clock, but I promise you I was looking at it, making sure we were ready to go. I was trying to not give them a chance to get the ball back, and great job by Pee Wee just doing what he does, using that 6'5", 240 frame to get over the top and go get a touchdown.
21-3 the score at the half. We still got a lot of football to look at. We'll take a break, come back with some second half highlights here on the UWF Football Show.
For those who sweat in determined pursuit, and those who meet the morning with a firm handshake and a smile, and breathe between stages of unwavering effort. Andrews Institute, for those who move.
Why do you love your favorite pair of jeans? What keeps you connected to your oldest friends? How do you know that the solution you seek is right for you? The answer is simple. It's the fit. And at Penn Air Credit Union, we believe your finances should fit you perfectly. It's the right checking account for how you spend your time and money. It's the right loan for where you are and where you're headed next. It's local banking that's as comfortable as your favorite pair of jeans. So come join us at Penn Air Credit Union. You'll fit right in.
Welcome back into the UWF Football Show. Will Kennedy along with UWF head football coach Kaleb Nobles. 21-3 at the half, home opener, season opener with Kentucky Wesleyan in town. And that Florida heat and humidity can get to you, even when the sun goes down and it's cool. And second half, you guys ready to come out of the locker room. And I got a chance to hear a little bit of the halftime. And you kind of said, hey, good first half, but let's turn it up a little bit.
Absolutely. No, and I tried to, we always talk about winning the middle eight, trying to score right before half. We get the ball after half, trying to score. And so I wanted us to try, disappointed that we didn't get a chance to score after the half. But I was excited with our tempo, our pace, Our defense really, played lights out in the second half, did a great job. And the offense, after one drive, we were pretty efficient after that. So very excited about our performance overall there.
Let's jump into the second half highlights here. Coach, I was waiting for you guys to take a deep shot because that's been a hallmark of UWF. Didn't do it on the first possession, but here it is. John Giles connects with Pee Wee Jarrett, 51 yards. What a throw, what a catch.
Yeah, great job. And really, this was a hard count scenario, and we had called a couple shots, but they were really respecting our speed and played a whole game and trying to make us take the short throws. So get a chance to take a deep one. That's what we know John Giles can do, and very excited about him moving forward. Tell you what, John McMullen, grad transfer coming in, he had a great game. One of our defense players game, another transfer right there. Byron Puryear doing a great job of setting the edge off the perimeter. So just, man, D-line is pretty scary. And then Pee Wee did an unbelievable job of just taking what they give us, going 19 to 22 for 230. I think that's one of the higher completion percentages of a guy I've ever coached for that many attempts.
It's almost 90%.
If we're 19 to 22 every week, I'll be perfectly fine with it. So
Caden Leggett, by the way, I mean, didn't have the huge statistics. And last year in the home opener, he had 2 big touchdowns, but catching stuff on the boundary, just making great catches. And then there's Woods taking it in. I know he feels good getting his first touchdown.
Of course. No, excited to see him going, excited to see that O-line going. And then, unfortunately, we get a turnover here, and this is really it wasn't on anybody, nobody's fault. I probably should have ran something else, but also just a miscommunication of guys being on different pages route-wise. So unfortunate that happens, but that's part of growing, that's part of learning. And here's that reverse again.
Shades of Lenore Ryan, I said on the broadcast.
Course.
I don't like it. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, and then we still knocked the ball out, give our chance to go get it, and with a couple big hits. Great hit by Rodney McGraw.
Yeah.
No, our defense, they were hitting. We got to get a little bit better on the quarterback pull stuff, but great job stopping them on 4th and short, and then getting a chance to get some younger guys in there. Marcus Stokes getting his first college play. He almost dropped the snap and said, hey, man, don't be nervous. Just catch a snap. Still a football. So great job by Daryl Garcia.
Good moves right there.
Oh, yeah, he's
see
a
what he can
guy.
do. And just, I said shades of, some former backs that we've had before with that little shiftiness. And there's a play coming up here, where it's like, I don't know, kind of how in a minute here that they don't intercept this one, but there's a nice completion. I thought, Mike Rich threw the ball well other than the interception. Marcus threw it really well.
No, both those guys actually are very, very functional and did a great job of throwing it. Took what they gave us.
This is the one.
This is the one that I promise you my heart was in my stomach. I was a little nervous. Saying, man, please don't let us have another one.
It's harder to not intercept that
Absolutely.
than it is.
No. And then a great pull and run. I thought both Marcus and Mike played really well. Great pull and run here. Unfortunately, gets called off for a penalty right there.
Phantom penalty.
A penalty that I'm not sure about. So, but great pull and run, and very excited about these guys.
Here's the moment.
And yeah, I think my clothes are still airing out a little bit from Gatorade
They
being
snuck up on you.
They did.
That's not water. That's the orange.
They did. That
kids.
was orange Gatorade. So that was a Powerade. So yeah, that was awesome. Very excited about this whole team. These guys, man, just some great guys that I'm excited to be their head coach for sure.
But Coach, we talked in the week leading up to the game about, what your emotions would be like for you and the players, but obviously for you coming back home, if you will, to the place you were a quarterback and assistant coach and, moments before the game, through the game. But that had to be a great one there at the end.
No, it was awesome. To me, that's a culmination of all these guys' hard work. And I know I get a lot of credit for everything, but our staff's done a great job putting everything together. Our coaches have been phenomenal all fall camp since I've been here. And then the players have just been great, man. Just being able to come back to a place that I love and know, being able to be the head coach in a different role now has been awesome, and it's all about the great players that we have here.
You don't want to retire after one win and just go out with
I thought about it. That's
great.
I had a couple people say that's the best way to go out, 1,000%. So no, I'm gonna stick around for a little while.
In fact, he's gonna stick around, and we're gonna get on to Mckendree next week. Nothing stops, nothing waits. We're on the road next week, and we'll take a break here. We'll come back. We'll talk about the next opponent. Get to know one of the coaches on the staff, one of the great guys that you got working with you. That's coming next on the UWF Football Show.
Can health insurance help cure loneliness? Can it take care of your best friend too? Or hold your hand for 9 months? Can it be there for you at 3 a.m.? Or inspire you to go the extra mile? We think so, which is why every day we ask ourselves, what else can health insurance do? Come find out.
This is not a restaurant. This is slow smoking that stirs your soul. The stuff that makes going out feel like coming home. This is not a restaurant. It's a barbecue. 50 years in the making. Come fill up on all your favorites. Sonny's Barbecue. Come taste tradition.
1-0, as Coach mentioned. We're back with you on the UWF football show, but time doesn't wait. We got to go on to Mckendree on the road. It's a long road trip, Coach, kind of out to St. Louis and then hang a little bit of a left and go down a little bit.
Right.
What do you expect from the Bearcats?
No, I expect them to be relentless. I mean, they're a good football team, a good team from last year, and I know they got a good squad put together this year. Very, very excited for the opportunity to be on the road and get our guys a chance to play in a different location. They got some really good team speed. They got some big linemen that can really, road grade some people. So we got to be locked in and be ready to be at our best every single snap this week.
They opened the season with Tiffin, Mckendree did, but everybody always asks kind of how do we look at them and maybe do some comparisons. It was last year, and that's last year, but they did play Delta State, common opponent, lost to the Statesmen. Of course, Delta, great team last year. Played Southwest Baptist too, who we played in week 2 last year, and they lost. Mckendree did lose to Southwest, so their defense has struggled a little bit, just kind of keeping points off the board. So what do you look to attack there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, running the football, no matter who we play, I'm going to try and get after them up front and be able to solidify the run game, be able to take what the defense gives us. I think there could be some opportunities for some good completions there, and keep Byron, Pee Wee Jarrett, get him efficient, keep that going, and then running the football. CJ Wilson, Jamontez Woods, Jalen Bussey, those guys just, making sure those guys are knowing we're going to try and run the football downhill. So, I think that's part of the big part of the game plan is just making sure we can get the football downhill quickly.
Well, you talked earlier in the show about your staff. You got a great group of guys that I've come to know and love, all around campus, see him everywhere. We always get together and talk football. Steve Sonia, you kept him around, or he came back. He was like, I'll stay. I'm going to stay. Caleb's coming back. He's a key part of your coaching staff. We had a chance to sit down with Coach Sonia.
Do the best you can with what you have and do it now. I think it's very important that there's a workman's mentality, attitude that, hey, little things make big things happen. We constantly talk about in the offensive line room, you got to master the mundane. You do the ordinary extraordinary. It's amazing how great things happen because of that. So we're gonna work, and there's no substitute for hard work, and you earn it. Nothing, I always tell the guys that I coach, I say, if I use the word deserve, let me know, because I'm going to slap myself in the face, because you got to earn things in life. You don't deserve. I don't know if I deserve anything, but you got to earn it. University of West Florida, it's really the people. I really believe you win with people. And it's just amazing, just the coaches, our co-workers, the administration, from the top down. It's a very special place to be, and I'm delighted. This is home for us, like I said before, but delighted to continue living here and being here and working for the University of West Florida and representing the Argo Nation. I really embrace the opportunity to continue the winning tradition we have had, because that's what you work for, that's what you strive for. It's the opportunity. That you look for. So I really embrace it. I love it, because I really believe we were created to be victorious, and I'm excited about that. I really am, and we just instill that in our players, and we understand. I don't care who you are. The greatest player, the greatest coaches. You play the game or coach the game long enough, you're not going to win every game, but your preparation to win every game is the same. You do everything you can, and one of my sayings is, today is a day for victory, and I feel every day is a day to win. It really is, and there are victories in so many different ways. So I feel we all get victories in different ways, so we continue building off each other and encouraging each other.
Coach Sonia is just one of a kind. Play this play, protect the quarterback.
That's right.
Things that I'm sure you hear in your head all the time.
Absolutely. No, I have that stuff echoing every game. So he's a guy that I've leaned on in my whole life since I've met him, just on football and off the football field. Just a great man of character. Everybody loves him around here. I'm just very excited to be able to keep him here at UWF.
When will you guys head out to Mckendree?
Well, we'll be leaving Thursday at 2:30. We're gonna drive all the way, most of the way on Thursday, trying to do a walkthrough Friday on the road, and then 1 o'clock kickoff, so we got to get there a little bit earlier in the day, the afternoon on Friday. So trying to get as much of the road trip out as we can on Thursday.
Traveling's an art form at the D2 level.
Absolutely.
For sure. Well, this one you can check goargos.com always and take a look at the schedule. We'll have live stats during the game. We'll be on the radio with ESPN Pensacola, our radio partner, and we will be here each week after the game. Looking forward to the next one as well on the UWF football show. Coach, congratulations again
Thank you
on that first win. We'll see you guys next time. And as always,
go Argos.